There's a crew covering all Elite Wrestling, bringing you the news. It's Sunday Night Raw, gonna rock your world. Tune into the podcast, let the chaos unfurl. The energy's electric, the passion's on fire. Kicking out podcasts, take it higher and higher.
What's going on, everybody? It is Sunday night. It's May 19th, 2024. So you know what that means. It's a brand new episode of the Kicking Out Podcast. I'm your reigning, defending KOP Predictions champion since September, since All Out, Tanner Lee. And co-host Paul Zartman, the unwise man, is in the house. And we're awaiting the arrival of our other... A little middle finger action going on for those of you not watching live on Facebook, X, or YouTube. Not sure what you're doing, but go ahead and give us a like, follow, hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell so you get notified every time we are live with a brand new episode. If you're listening on your favorite audio podcast platform, I guess that's what we call it, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, that follow button. Give us a 5-star rating and review. Steven Chambers tuning in like he does every week on YouTube. What's up, guys? Hey, Steven. Hope you've been having a good week and hope your Sunday's been going well. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Paul, how are we doing tonight?
Doing well. New setup behind me. I feel like this is just becoming a habit where I'm just changing everything up. But I am back in the room that KOP started in, so I'm feeling good about that.
We've come full circle, is what you're saying,
yeah,
right?
There used to be a really big banner behind me that said Kicking Out Podcast, but we retired that.
Yes, I do. Definitely recall that. As we wait for Shep here, last week you were absent from the podcast, but for good reason. It was your son Logan's 12th birthday. Yes. Did he have a good birthday, and does he respect the EVPs now?
He did have a good birthday, and no, he does not respect his EVPs. I tried. I really tried.
Right.
I told him that I gave him 12 chops because he didn't respect his EVPs.
Well, there's always next year, I suppose.
Yes.
Always next year. Maybe turning a teenager is what he needs. Stephen Chambers here on YouTube said, I believe everybody's watching Game 7, Timberwolves versus Nuggets on TNT. TNT outbid by NBC for NBA rights. Yes, glad you brought that up. I was going to bring that up later, but we can definitely hit on that before Shep jumps on. Yeah, it's kind of end of an era in some ways that TNT's not going to have NBA coverage, so that means goodbye to Inside the NBA, one of the most highly rated sports shows on cable. I go back and forth. It could mean good things for AEW. It could mean bad things for AEW. Yeah. I'm not quite sure yet. I think if I had to lay down a bet, it would mean good things because I don't think they're going to want to lose another one of their top programs. But why it could be bad is they're, and I don't know the exact terminology, but every channel has to sell themselves to cable providers. And without the NBA, the price for TNT or the demand for TNT might go down a little bit, I guess, what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Because really, they're going to be stuck with NHL and AEW pretty much as far as live programming goes.
Yes. Baseball over on TBS, which is part of the family at least. But still, it doesn't do well for TNT itself.
No, it doesn't. And I really thought that TNT would keep some rights. I thought it was going to be a three-way split between ESPN, NBC, and TNT, but looks like it's just going to be split between ESPN and NBC. So it's crazy. The television right wars, the streaming wars, everything like that. I deserve this, Majin. I deserve this. NHL playoff talk. Florida versus Rangers going to be good. Stars versus blank. Yeah, the Stars knocked out my Avalanche. Still not over the double overtime home loss from the other night, but is what it is. Really, the Stars were the better team in the series, so I can't be too mad. And there he is. There's the man. There's the Shep joining us. Looking dapper in a golf polo. I know he had a golf tournament earlier today, so he must not changed afterwards.
Can't hear you, Shep. Nope.
And Steve Chambers also on YouTube. Got NFL games on Christmas on Netflix. Yep, Netflix.
Yeah,
we've talked about before with Raw going to Netflix next year. They're really starting to dive into to live programming. So
I'm watching.
Shep did watch
beat
it.
Up his microphone.
He's let the team down 2 years in a row. And it's just horrible. The guy's definitely got some issues. He definitely needs some help. And was McSorley there? I don't think McSorley was in this golf tournament. And unfortunately, the one that Shep usually plays in, that he's there, it's not going to happen since the Coyotes are moving to Utah. So, yeah. Can't hear you, Shep.
This is
you might
the
want to
best
leave
Shep's
the room
ever
and come
been
back
on
in.
KOP.
Oh, wait.
Oh, he's muted.
No, it won't let me. It won't let me.
Hey, now
there he is. There he is.
You guys are trying to censor me like Joe Biden.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm just
Shep, I got to know what your lower third means. Can't beat strokes.
Can't beat strokes. You go out in a tournament and shoot 78 today and don't even fucking sniff top 5. Let's just put it that way. I made 4 birdies on the back and can't sniff the top 5.
Gotta love the handicaps, bringing the explicit out in the first 8 minutes of the pod.
You can't beat freaking strokes.
You can't.
But hey, how about this? Kyle Larson gonna start 5th in the Indianapolis 500.
Yes,
this guy right
is.
over here, number 2 right there. That's his wing right there. Gonna start 5th in the 500. I had a little bit of a gumption that he was gonna get in that front row. I maybe made a little scene at the local Moose Lodge earlier today. I was rooting and hollering. It just didn't happen. That's okay. We're gonna start 5th. Never drove a freaking Indy car in his life, and he's driving one of these guys right here. He got in the plane and flew down to North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, and says, "Give me a Budweiser and let's go party, boys."
That's Flair country.
Yeah, he's Flairish. Yeah, he's definitely Flairish. Yeah. He has vomit of the mouth every once in a while, just like Flair does.
Our buddy Pluggo from Between Two Beers. Yo.
What's up, Pluggo?
What's going on, Pluggo?
I'm pretty sure he said yo when I was talking about Larson starting 5th, so Pluggo's on my side, right?
Hey, Pluggo is an Indiana guy, so I'm sure he tunes into the
It's
500.
the month of May. and the freaking Pacers went into New York tonight and beat the living snot out of them piece of shit Knicks. Yes.
Yep. The Hicks beat the Knicks. Again.
Piece of shit Knicks.
Again.
Those guys were a bunch of thugs. Thugs. And as much as the NBA wanted New York there and not Indiana there because of the ratings and the size of the market, good job, NBA. That's all I'm going to give you right there. I want to do something else, but I guess we are already explicit, right?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to be really, really bad, so I'm not going to do that. Anyways. Is this a wrestling podcast?
Yeah. I got some more comments here to catch us up here.
Okay. All right.
For your lower third, Mod just said either that or he's stroking too much.
Who's that?
Stephen Chambers said golf sucks. Pluggo said I always try to limit my stroke count to. And then also Steven said, congratulations to Angelo Parker and Ruby Soho getting married in Ohio yesterday. Yes, they did. So.
In Ohio?
In Ohio.
I don't.
Is
Angelo from Ohio?
Was it a true shotgun wedding?
Yeah. I think it was.
And Johnny Hungy was present, so I'm sure he ate all the food and catering.
So was Sammy and Ty and Anna Jay.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna go somewhere. When you said 8, I thought you were going somewhere completely different. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, good job, Johnny Hungry. Yeah, you make sure you eat all that shit. Yeah. Better than getting married in Idaho.
True. I guess.
Yeah. All right. Well, while we're down a rabbit hole, Shep, I told you I was going to do it today because I wanted both of you guys to comment on this. And I know we've got some people in there that say golf sucks. But let's talk about what happened Friday. Nothing like getting pulled over, getting arrested, and still shooting 5 under par.
Still shot out a little 66. Scotty Scheffler, out of 162 players or whatever, I think there's about that many players in the Players Championship. This cop, and I love the blue. Okay,
PGA Championship. That's all right, though.
What'd I say? Players? I said players.
Players. It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the blue. I'm a Blue Lives Matter. I love the blue. But this dumbass picks 1 out of 162 to arrest and try to throw his authority, all blart mall cop style shit. And you pick literally A, the number 1 player in the world, and B, the nicest guy out of 162 players. And you pick this guy and you arrest him. You charge him with second-degree assault of an officer because you jumped on his car, attached himself to his car because you're an idiot. This guy never raises his voice once from being arrested, goes downtown to the precinct, sitting in the holding cell, sees the television that, like, holy shit, I made television, which, I mean, he's no one playing in the world. I better get ready for my tea time. I think I can make this. The guy starts stretching his pregame stretch in the jail cell. He's like, hey, never done that before, but I go out and shoot a little 66. I'm in the top 5 going in the weekend. Louisville PD. Again, I'm a fan of the police. Blue Lives Matter. I love those guys, right? Louisville PD. That dumbass needs to do better. You, sir, are not getting flowers this week. You, sir, are not so top 10. You're a dumbass. Scotty Scheffler didn't end up winning the PGA. Schauffele did with a great putt on 18. Beat the Live dude. Okay, I'm not even going to give his name because he's part of the Live.
I will. I was rooting for Bryson.
You were?
Yep.
Why?
I don't like Xander. I like Bryson. I always root for the Live guys in these majors because I want more disruption in golf ever because they all should be playing together.
Because you're
the dumbest
are you taking Saudi money? Are you taking the blood money, Tanner? You are, aren't you?
How do you think KOP gets funded? How do you think KOP gets funded?
Wait, we're getting money from the Bloods?
Wait, where's my cut?
Sorry. Yeah. No, Xander is a stud of a dude. I love him. I never forget when they won the Ryder Cup. He's smoking the stogie, winking at the chick in the crowd, having a cocktail. Xander Schauffele, congratulations. I believe that is his first PGA major.
Yes.
Well deserved.
Yes, it is.
And Bryson DeChambeau, go back to Purdue and fucking figure out how to be an engineer. I don't know. That's all I got.
He went to SMU, but that's all right. I wish he would have went to Purdue, but that's okay. Yeah. Physics major, by the way.
Same thing. He was an engineer, wasn't he?
Physics. Well, engineering is part of physics, but he's a physics major at SMU. I mean, that's why he's all numbers and calculations and stuff.
Yeah, he would have got kicked out of Purdue.
Huh? He didn't. Yeah, he probably would have. I didn't see that, Majin. Rumored to be a new hockey league in America starting up, founded by Saudi money. Huh. Did not hear about that. It'll be 3-on-3 the entire time. Oh, that's an interesting concept, I guess. That'd be kind of interesting. But all right, that was a big old rabbit hole to kick off KOP. A couple big rabbit holes, but we got one more question.
So 3-on-3, does one hockey blade have or one hockey stick have a blade and they fucking cut each other's head off or something? I don't know.
Wow.
Sorry, that was mean.
Wow. Hey, Shep.
Only if they're a reporter.
Wow. Hey, Shep.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Very important question for you.
Yes.
This is
What
a
are we
good
drinking
question.
tonight?
Or what have we been drinking today?
Yeah. What's
Actually,
on the menu?
I've been a little under the weather, boys. I'm not gonna lie. Been a little under the weather. Had some cold medicine today. This is my first teen toddy.
First team. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Actually, it's like my fifth. Had a couple beers in there. I thought I actually won a golf tournament today, so I went and partaked with the boys and had a couple toddies there. But then I figured I got like 7, not even top 5. So I've had a couple, but first one on the podcast tonight.
Stephen Chambers wondering if you're on the NyQuil.
Oh, the old NyQuil's trip. We used to do that in high school. Sorry.
That's back when you're watching some WCW.
Actually, it was funny.
Me.
Funny thing, I really was under the weather this week, and on like Tuesday or Wednesday, I took 2 NyQuil. I took 2 Mucinex night times. So I took 4 pills, and then I chugged a vodka, and I sat on my couch, and I'm like, I gotta get sleep, because I haven't slept the previous 2 nights, and it was the best night of sleep I've had all week. So,
gotta do what you gotta do.
2 NyQuil, 2 Mucinex, and a vodka, guaranteed a perfect night's sleep.
Okay.
But yeah, Majin, it was the only way to watch WCW 2000. You're right. I got WCW 96 on behind me. Slamboree happened on this day, May 19th. Don't tell Kane. It's May 19th. It happened on this day in 2000 or 1996.
Is that Luger?
That's why I got it on.
Is that Luger behind you?
Yes, it is.
Is that when he was embarrassed to be a professional wrestler?
We got Luger and Animal. Oh, we got LOD, Luger, and oh my God, that's Booker T, I think.
That's an odd pairing right there.
Yeah.
Back in '96, Booker T dropped a lot of offensive words.
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he did.
What words were those, Paul?
None that I can repeat.
Yeah. Though, it's all right to get explicit. We're not going down that alley on the KOP. We're not doing that.
My name is not John Cena.
Or the name we don't speak of on the podcast.
Wow.
Either one.
Okay, next. I had a good one going there. Let's roll right into Dynamite.
Yeah, and Shep, you were talking about all this different medication earlier, and I know it's not pain medication, but it's NyQuil and Mucinex. You know who I bet doesn't take any of that? Darby Allin.
Oh, Darby Allin. What? You know what? If Darby Allin hasn't taken hydrocodone or Vicodin in the last 6 months, good for him, because I don't see how he hasn't.
I don't know how the dude's alive, okay?
All right, that's another good point, Paul.
I mean, let's see. Darby, his bump he took at Revolution through all the glass and everything. Then he breaks his foot against Jay White, can't climb Everest. Then he gets hit by a bus, only to return as the Team AEW's 4th man going into Anarchy in the Arena, since our boy Eddie Kingston legit broke his leg and can't give it a go against Gabe Kidd over New Japan.
And if you watch that bump he took with his leg wrapped around that guardrail, that looked bad.
It was very bad. So what do you guys think of Darby being the choice for the 4th man for Team AEW, and were you guys surprised?
Well, I can see Shep's waiting on me to go, so I'll go ahead and go. I was surprised. I mean, it's been like a month and a half since the dude broke his foot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how he's healed that fast, in my opinion. I broke my foot once, and I was down for a lot longer than he was, and I was younger than him at the time, and about his size too. Yeah, we may see some coffins in the match. It is Darby. But I kind of was hoping that maybe there would be a different fourth man for Team AEW.
So
Especially
who are you
with
thinking, Paul?
MJF.
All right. We're on the same page there.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that would be the quick in for him. Maybe he was closer to being healed than we thought. I know he did have surgery, but Darby has a broken foot, gets hit by a bus, and goes watching something on Broadway. So I mean, anything's possible at this point.
I was thinking the same thing. I really wanted MJF there. Obviously, he's not cleared. The other guy that could be Team AEW, and we talked about him earlier in the week, was Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
Because his match at Double or Nothing to me means nothing right now. So if you're going to have a title eliminator match on a pay-per-view, screw it. Put him in this. Put him in this match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I that must have been a New Japan call for that to be an eliminator match, because I thought they had the New Japan title written all over it. And I don't understand that. But it's gonna be a good match. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. How do you not defend that if you're gonna put the title on an AEW talent?
Yeah,
one of their biggest pay-per-views. How do you not have him defend it?
And I argue it's their biggest. I know we had that conversation last week.
Yeah.
Shep and I did. Paul, and that opens up to my question to you, Paul, and all the chat. Where does Double or Nothing rank as far as pay-per-views are concerned for AEW? Is it their WrestleMania? If not, what do you think it is?
I think it is their WrestleMania. Some of the biggest stuff has always happened there. It was the first AEW show. We got Double or Nothing before we got Dynamite. So, I mean, you've got to call it their WrestleMania.
I've heard the argument for All In, even though this year's only going to be AEW's second version of All In, but just because of the magnitude in Wembley. I've heard the argument for All Out because it was kind of a sequel to the original All In from 2018, even though Double or Nothing was technically. But I think it's Double or Nothing for kind of what you said, Paul. It was the inaugural event. It's always held in Vegas, even though there's a rumor they might switch that next year, but there was a rumor going on this year that they're going to switch it, and they didn't. At least they're going back to MGM this year. First time since 2019 where it started, because 2020 and 2021 was in dailies. 22, 23 was in T-Mobile, and they didn't draw a very good house last year. So back to MGM where they should draw a good house. So Modern said he'd argue All Out. Stephen Chambers said enjoy Forbidden Door. Yeah, Forbidden Door is a good pay-per-view. It's more of a fantasy match, dream match pay-per-view.
Did I see Forbidden Door this year is New Japan, AEW, and CMLL?
And Stardom.
Yep. And Stardom.
Yeah, for the women. But yeah, it's going to be a good mix there. So Modern said All Out there. They've usually gone all out and have better cards and better surprises / debuts and all that. Yeah, I will say so it would have been 2021 All Out was hard to beat. With not only was it Punk's first match in 7 years against Darby, but you got the surprise debut of Adam Cole. Then right after that, Danielson. That was a pretty good show. But it also was arguably the worst AEW pay-per-view in history, 2020 All Out, where Matt Hardy about died.
That's true. Off that, was that a forklift? No, not forklift, was it?
It was like a high rise, and they missed the table, and then they went on with the match, and he did another. Sammy did the bump. Oh my God, that was uncomfortable to watch. But,
and where'd Sparklers take place at? Was that Full Gear or All
That was
Out?
Revolution.
Revolution.
Yeah,
okay.
Revolution. Yep.
I try to forget that.
That was bad too. You won't ever let me forget it. You bring it up all the time on the podcast. What are you talking about?
Every July 4th when I let my boys let off Sparklers, I'm like, oh, look, you guys could work for TK.
Yeah, Steven Chambers' Full Gear is decent also. And Revolution's one of my favorite. I mean, that's one thing. AEW gets crapped on a lot of times for their programming on the IWC, but hardly anybody can crap on their pay-per-views because they bring it
That's true.
every single time. So we're very fortunate. We're very lucky.
Paul, that does
spoiled.
not look like Pepsi. What the hell is that?
Lemonade.
Okay.
Reusing a bottle. I'm recycling.
Look at you go. Look at you. Look at you, Mr. Earth guy.
Yeah, you're like Daniel Bryan when he was the Earth champion.
Yeah, maybe I'll just buy that and start carrying it around.
That is a pretty cool title. I always thought that was a pretty cool one.
I mean, it's made out of hemp.
Yeah. I could probably make it myself.
Yeah, Majin's right. Sparklers weren't on AEW. It was the tech guys they hired. Yeah, they...
Well, now, hold on a second. Repeat what you just said there, Tanner. Sparklers were not on AEW as the guys they hired. So that goes back to AEW.
Yeah, you're right.
All right.
You're right. There's the business, the general manager over here, the GMs overriding my thoughts, which that's fair.
That's right. I should be the GM of AEW. I could have a lot of fun.
You could have a lot of fun.
Okay,
I think our backstage segments would be epic, by the way.
Except Dax would be wearing every single belt there is in the company.
I mean, as long as we take shots of tequila every other segment.
If you're the general manager of AEW, then I want a job, and I want to see that match that I texted you guys about booked ASAP, Shep.
When did you send this said text?
Oh, what was it? Friday, Saturday? I don't remember.
A little fuzzy over the weekend, boys. Help me out.
Tanner versus Marco.
Oh yeah. That will be booked on this Rampage this coming Friday if I'm the GM. That'll be Rampage. That'll be a barbed wire exploding glass pane match.
Ooh.
You know, even with all those stipulations, that match deserves to be on Rampage because Marco's involved.
I mean, yeah,
I was going to say it deserves to be a dark match because Tanner's involved.
Whoa. That's kind of harsh.
Oh, there he
I
goes.
was just jealous because that
my God.
title display, it'll never have this title in it. It'll never have the KLP Predictions title in that display behind it.
Is that Kevin Sullivan with his eyebrows painted behind you?
I think it is, and it's a guy that doesn't get named on WWE content.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he is. Oh wow! Wow! What a start to this podcast.
Hey, I told you guys it was going to get better, didn't I?
I mean,
I'm at a loss of words. I don't even know where to go. So
match
Darby
one of Dynamite.
Darby Allin, the fourth man, Team AEW. So we got Danielson, FTR, who were attacked last night after their match, their trios match with the Righteous. They're still good to go, but they can't appear on Dynamite this Wednesday night. Of course, you got the Elite just putting bounties on people's heads, prices on people's heads, if you will. So I was thinking about this today. So you got Jack Perry and Darby part of this match, two of the pillars. The other two pillars, one's hurt, an MJF. One's missing in action, supposedly not suspended anymore, and Sammy Guevara. If you guys had to name the pillars of AEW right now, the four pillars, who are they? Are any of those guys still on the list, or are they all too advanced now?
Four pillars of AEW right now.
Mm-hmm.
I got two of them.
Okay.
And I'm just saying this because they are.
He's going to say FTR.
Can I explain?
Oh, Majin just took mine.
Okay, I agree with him. FTR has to be one of the because they're consistent every week. They show up on any show you ask them to. They perform on any show you ask them to. And when they do perform, they damn near steal the show. So FTR is one of them. Majin said Swerve. And he is 100% correct. Because right now, I think Swerve is the most underestimated world champion in professional wrestling.
So when I think pillars, I think Swerve would be in that category. I'm thinking of guys who are a little younger. I mean, I know Swerve isn't the youngest by any means, but he's not old. And guys who are kind of going to be the future of the company. That's what I'm thinking when I'm thinking of pillars.
If you say Lee Moriarty, I quit the podcast.
No. Steven Chambers says acclaimed.
Okay.
Yeah, they've cooled off, boys. They've cooled off. They've cooled off more than dry iced on Monica Lewinsky's tits. I don't know. That's all I got.
I did not sleep with that young intern.
I did not inhale.
Anyway, all right. So Swerve, not Lee Moriarty. Hook.
Yes, that's what I was going with. Hook.
Hey, hold on, boys. His contract comes up in a month, and he said he's pursuing. He's open to options. You can't if a guy's open to options, and maybe he's just saying that because he wants to get that out in the old internet wrestling community. But if you're already saying you're going to shop yourself, I don't know if you can. You can't get a lot of momentum here in the last 30 days of your contract.
He's never going to be in a better storyline than he is with the Learning Tree.
Orange Cassidy.
You know what?
You know
what? That Canadian dry is getting to your damn head with that comment.
That's pretty fitting. Canadian. That's pretty fitting.
Yeah, I'm gonna deport your ass.
Majin, can I come stay with you?
Yes. Majin, you better make a room for Tanner. His ass is bringing ginger ale your way.
Don't do it, Majin. Remember which team he roots for in hockey.
I do. Yeah. I do like the Canadian national anthem. They got a good national anthem. Just saying.
But okay, Swerve, Hook. If he stays, Orange.
I would say
I'm gonna still keep Jack
Hook.
Perry.
Jack.
I'll keep Jack Perry in there. I think he's got a good future ahead of him.
I mean, MJF's a no-brainer, right?
All right, we can replace Hook with MJF. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
For my list. Shep's.
But I agree with
screw everybody else.
Wardlow should be, but they keep screwing Wardlow up every single time.
They have dropped the ball in Warlord at least three times now. Okay, Tanner agrees with me. Yeah,
it pisses me off because I like Wardlow a lot.
And then they turn around and push, some guy named Brian Cage
and Big Bill
right into the learning tree.
I'm not even going there, guys. Like that deserves zero time on this podcast. Talking about the two jackalopes.
And he might have done it to himself, but they kind of dropped the ball with Ricky Starks.
Yeah.
I think they dropped the ball on Ricky Starks because they saw the writing on the wall that he's going to go over to Connecticut because his boy Cody's there.
Yeah.
They're that tight, and they've just kind of wrote him off and let him go on the sunset.
He's going to go wrestle on the CW.
Is that Public Enemy over your shoulder? That was Public Enemy. Straight from ECW.
In 96?
Yeah, straight from ECW.
We got a Battle Bowl. First round of the Battle Bowl going on. I've never watched this pay-per-view, so I don't know what's going on.
Neither have I.
I want to say Public Enemy with 93 to 95, about 95, 96, they left ECW and went to they went to go wrestle for Ted.
Is that Teddy?
That's Teddy Long.
Sergeant Craig Patterson with
Teddy Long.
Teddy Long, yeah.
As he gets ready to go one-on-one with The Undertaker.
Steffi's want to know who you got for the All-Star race, Shep.
The All-Star race behind me? I mean, come on. That's a no-brainer. I got Larson.
You are a Larson guy.
I am a Larson guy.
That's Big Papa Pump. Before he's Big Papa Pump. Ask him to do some math.
That was before he talked on the mic.
She says she's got either Byron or Elliot.
I like Byron. I think Elliott is just the biggest whiny crybaby bitch there is in NASCAR. He might as well drive a fucking Toyota. So, anyways.
Alrighty. We're hot and heavy with expletives tonight.
My mouse is dead, so I've just got the little pad on my laptop, so it doesn't work as well.
All good. All good. I got you covered.
You just got the little what, Paul?
Yeah, I was leaving that one alone.
I don't know, the little mouse pad.
We got Brutus Beefcake behind me as Booty Man before he was Disciple.
Is this Booty? That's Booty Man?
That's Booty Man. Jesus, WCW was weird at times.
Yeah. I forget.
Yeah.
Did he chop off a body part at some point?
I have no idea.
I remember watching. I watched his Dark Side. He did a lot more. He did a lot more drugs than I did.
Yeah, and Rick Steiner's behind me. He's not a good human being. Kay McAfee.
That was hilarious.
The most random shit ever.
Now wait a minute. You say he's not a good human being. What? Did I miss something there?
Yeah, he. There was at a con last year, like a wrestling convention or something. He either said something very homophobic or very racist. I mean, way out of line. Pretty much where he got kicked out. He kind of got canceled from everything. He was way out of line. To where I don't even know if Braun has much to do with them right now. I don't know.
That's his dad. Right?
Yeah.
Right? That's Braun's dad, right?
Mike right there is yep, everybody.
Oh.
Everybody's commenting here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So thank you, everybody.
I guess I missed that one.
Yep. And Mike said that Beefcake's Dark Side episode was good. So Dark Side's such a good series.
Great series. And then we got the same guys are doing the demise of WCW. What?
Yeah, it comes out June 4th.
Is it a 3-part series or 4-part series?
I think it's a 3-part, but it's produced by The Rock.
Is it narrated by The Rock too?
I don't know. I didn't see that. It better not be narrated by Eric Bischoff. I can tell you that much. I'm not watching. I'm so over that guy. I know we talk about. I don't even like talk about him as much as we do on the podcast because I'm bringing his name out. But he's an idiot.
He's a little pipsqueak.
I told him to piss off this week from our podcast or Twitter, but got no response. He just complains. All he does anymore on his shows. I used to like 83 Weeks. I get if you don't like AEW. It's not for everybody. It's our favorite promotion, but it's not for everybody. But he complains about every single thing they do. Everything. It's just annoying at this point.
You know why?
Because they won't give him a job.
Because TK quit bringing him in for appearances.
Yeah.
And give him payday.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Just like he wouldn't give good old Billy Boy Goldberg a payday, so Goldberg says the promotion's too cheesy for him.
It's so cheesy.
Goldberg. I put Goldberg in the Ryback category.
No, Mike's right. 83 Weeks is one of the top wrestling pods out there. It's got a big following. I mean, it's most Conrad's podcasts on at free shows do, and yeah, it does. I just don't find it entertaining. I used to like it, but then he's so whiny every week and with his criticism. I don't know. Yeah. Not for me.
And Conrad, he just lets it soak in Ric Flair's daughter. So, I mean, good for him.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him. Hey, married man, good for him. And just think, he gets to party with his father-in-law whenever he wants.
Oh my God, I'm jealous. I'd marry Conrad's wife just so I could party with Rick.
I thought you were going down another rabbit hole there. But
I could have, but I didn't.
Yeah, probably smart.
Yep.
I'm just keeping my mouth shut through this whole segment.
Probably smart, Paul. From the unwise man, he's keeping his mouth shut and doing something wise. So,
yeah.
Well, remember, I threw us off last time when I talked about a match that was happening behind Tanner. So
true.
There's an individual in it, and I blurted out something random. So hey.
Mike saying Bischoff showed up drunk as hell to Heroes a few years back.
It doesn't surprise
That doesn't
me.
surprise me.
You know what though? That just proves a point because we're calling him a little dipshit. If you wanna partake before you go do an event, that's fine. 100% more power to you because I love to partake. I love to pregame. But when you show up to an event, act like you've been there.
Yeah.
And don't let everybody know that you're an absolute buffoon and you're drunk. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's face facts here, folks. If Shep blew into a breathalyzer right now, they'd tell him to get back in his house and not leave.
Yeah.
But you can't tell.
But you can't tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could go to Comic-Con right now, sign autographs, kiss babies, squeeze tits, and just be like, everybody loves Shep.
Woo!
Speaking of, when's KOP going to start showing up at conventions
We should.
for panels?
Maybe next year.
We should.
Yeah, we need an invite first.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm putting it out right now.
doesn't-
Circle
doesn't,
Expo. Have KOP come and speak.
Doesn't dipshit Ric Flair's son-in-law, what's his name? Mortgage
Conrad.
guy. Doesn't he produce and he one of the main guys that start those guys? Start those Comic-Cons or what wrestling whatever.
He used to run. He still does. He still do Starcast. Was a huge one.
Starcast.
But-
Yeah, okay.
So he runs. He's involved with that one. They do a great job with that. I've heard. I've never been, but
Okay.
I like Conrad. I have no problem with Conrad. I just have a problem with Bischoff. So
I don't have a problem with Conrad.
yeah,
I'll bang his wife, but whatever.
But I mean, in all honesty, anybody out there, if you know anybody on the Squared Circle Expo board, tell them you got a great podcast that should be present.
I'm
Local.
hoping to go next year. Now that's
Local.
not Easter weekend this next year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great
local.
local podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two of us can be there in an hour.
Yeah.
And somebody lives up there in that metropolitan place.
The third might make it two.
Hey, Mike said he does.
Come on, Mike. You know you love me.
Does he though?
I hope so.
Well, speaking of a guy I think Shep loves, wrestling wise, I don't know. Jeff Cobb made a return to AEW programming this week, teaming with Kyle Fletcher, who of course Don Callis was out there, against Danielson and Claudio. Nope,
Oh, hey,
Danielson and Moxley. Danielson and Moxley. I don't know why.
yeah.
I just wow. Yeah.
We're finally getting a match one of Dynamite
Two.
45 minutes in.
Two things there. Jeff Cobb, unbelievable talent. Love him. Second of all,
Not scared.
Kyle Fletcher, super jealous because he dates Sky Blue.
Knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Respect.
Although
Respect.
Kyle Fletcher's a hell of a talent as well, but Sky Blue trumps him.
I will never get over an indie show that Fletcher and Sky did. It was Kyle Fletcher versus Sky Blue with man, I just blanked. Will Ospreay is the special guest referee.
Yeah, yep.
Because he stays with them when he has to stay in the U.S. for a little longer than usual.
Yep.
Yep.
That was great. Best friend and boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yep.
All right. Modern said Bischoff has become the new Cornette.
Actually,
Stephanie says no, Cornette is still hated.
Cornette's been
Except by
okay
Shep.
of late. Or Cornette's been okay of late, I feel like. He's gotten better. I don't how am I going to say this? I don't agree with him politically, but when it comes to professional wrestling, I respect him. Let's put it
Well,
that way.
you don't agree with how he feels about a lot of people, I don't think. I think that's pretty safe to say.
Yes.
I mean, he's a racist. You're not racist. Or he has said racist things, I should say, in the past.
Oh yeah, no. The old that guy ain't gonna make it through Ethiopia with a bucket of chicken or some shit.
that
Yeah,
stuff
yeah. No, that didn't work. That'll work very well for Billy Corgan, and he's a nut job to begin with. But yeah. Cornette and I was a creepy uncle, dude. Meltzer's weird.
He is a weirdo. One of these days, I'm gonna have to. I got to get some pops in me first, but I'm gonna have to do my Meltzer impression one of these days on the podcast.
Wait, you got a Meltzer impression?
Yeah, I can't pull it out tonight. I'm not in the right. I got to get in the right mind frame. But
yeah, wait, I do have one. Paul, have you heard this before?
No,
I don't think either of you have, but I got a Meltzer impression.
Okay, first of all, you need to fucking clutter up the behind your office and make it an absolute shit show. Then you can talk. Because it's way too organized behind you right now.
He can do that.
Okay,
just give him a second.
He's trying right now.
He's trying to find where he put it. And then you gotta hide it. Yeah.
Does that give you you're just freaking Shep out? I can tell because it's not organized at all.
I mean, look at all those papers on that desk. That just
look at the giant computer.
That's an old Apple computer. I mean, that's much respect, but just the clutter. The clutter bothers me. It really does.
Yep. Yeah, Mike's pretty right there with the Meltzer impression. That's part of it. Yep. So, what'd you guys think of the opening match of Dynamite?
Are we talking about Dynamite?
Yeah, we're kind of there.
What was the
I enjoyed
match?
it.
BCC versus Cobb.
Oh yeah.
Butcher.
Yeah.
It was entertaining.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
I think the four of those guys are. I mean, any of those guys could be in the main event any night of the week. So
after the match, we saw Keshka come down, blindside Moxley, and Claudio ran him down with the crowbar to make the save. So
is that IRS over your shoulder, Tanner?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
That is IRS. Mr. Rotunda.
Yep. Legend.
Okay. Anyways. What was match 2?
Well, match 2, I'll get there. But actually, the second thing on the show was House of Black responding to Cope for Cope's challenge against Malachi for the barbed wire steel cage TNT match at Double or Nothing. And, of course, they accepted. And in the process, they beat down Cope pretty good.
That they did.
Say the least.
Yeah.
Nobody saved him.
O'Reilly tried.
Yeah, Kyle kind of did.
Tried.
But it didn't save him from getting sandwiched between 3 chairs. So, yep.
Yeah. I'm kind of looking forward to this. I'm not going to give you my predictions on it, but I'm looking forward to it.
I think my prediction changed this weekend for the match. So,
hey, Sir William Regal.
Yep. Yeah, no, I am looking forward to that match. That's going to be a fun one. Mm-hmm. Double or Nothing. I'm just glad Malachi's getting a chance at singles gold. So, Modern said babyfaces have no friends in Swerve's case later.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's true. Talking about friends, the Young Bucks challenged, or they not challenged, I guess, faced Christopher Daniels and Matt Sydal in a AEW World Tag Team Championship Eliminator match. And, of course, the EVPs won the match, pretty short match. They hit the TK driver on Daniels for the win. After the match, the Bucks grab a mic, and Matthew called out CD for speaking out last week, putting his hands on him. Says he and Nicholas are working hard to change the atmosphere of the locker room, but he's working against them. He then fires Christopher Daniels and promises to give him a great severance package. He said that they've arranged for Daniels to be escorted out of the building and thank him for his 5 years in AEW. Jack Perry then pours a Woo energy drink on Tony Schiavone.
Which was great, by the way.
That was great.
That's the only way to enjoy Woo energy is to dump it out.
Yeah, it's the only way it tastes well. Poor Schiavone that he had to be drenched in that shit for the next hour, but
smell it and taste it. Ugh.
He's game for anything, though. Tony's the best. Yeah,
Yes.
they quotations fired him. He is off the AEW roster page, but I don't think he's legit fired backstage. I just think we won't see him
No,
as an
I think it was
on-screen
ring
talent.
only.
Yeah, which I thought retired like 2 years ago. So
Yeah, and then he came back.
I just wanted to see him and Scorpio Sky in the SCU reunion against the Bucks, but no, we got Matt Sydal. So
Ugh.
yeah,
Matt Sydal just gets thrown in random matches.
yep.
Which is helping me in my fantasy league, but
He's still not up there with me, but
shut up.
Dumb fantasy stuff.
You just
you
didn't get involved
yeah,
because you were lost.
You're still too lazy to sit in your answers.
Such a dumb thing. Dumb.
Coming from fantasy football guy.
Yeah. I spend way too much time on fantasy football, by the way.
I think Sebastian Wolf does too because he got squashed by Hook right away.
I don't know who that is, but
Yeah,
who's
neither did I.
Sebastian Wolf?
I don't know. Probably an
Yeah.
indie talent local
Probably.
talent that got squashed by Hook real quick with Red Rum. And after the match, Hook grabbed Justin Roberts' microphone, called out Jericho down to the ring. Learning Tree came down with Big Bill. He greeted the fans. Said it's great to have Hook back. Said he's learned a few lessons after getting hit in the face with a bat. He says he's happy to share the spotlight with him. Hook then says he doesn't want to share the spotlight. Jericho says Hook needs to be less selfish. He says he's not ready to retire and be inducted into a Hall of Fame. It says that's why the FTW Championship is called the For the World Championship rather than For the Hook Championship. He says he wants to teach Hook that when one loses a title, they have to work their way back up. He then challenges Hook to a match against Big Bill on Collision. Whereas if Hook wins, he earns a future shot at Jericho's FTW Championship. Hook accepts, then hits Jericho with a microphone he's holding. Big Bill then attacks Hook, and Jericho joins in. Shibata runs down to make the save.
Hook really busted him open here, didn't he?
Yeah, busted him open real well on the back of the head.
Yeah, he was kind of shocked. How?
Yeah, he was.
Which I'm looking at those microphones. You got to hit him just right to bust him open like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he caught him pretty good.
Good for Hook.
Got him pretty good. Swerve Strickland saw him get some payback on Shep's boy Brian Cage in another one of Paul's favorite matches, AEW World Championship Eliminator match.
Ugh. I hate these things.
This match got a decent amount of time. As it should.
It got way too much time.
Because it's your world champion.
Yeah.
It should, though. It's your world champion.
He should have squashed his ass. He
But
should have
would that be
squashed his ass like
realistic? How big Brian Cage
Yoda Jeremiah or whatever fucking Amish guy they had before him. He should have been squashed.
What?
Sebastian Wolf?
Yeah, Yoda Jeremiah.
Yoda Jeremiah, Sebastian Wolf, real close. Real close.
You fucking never mind. Sorry. I won't even go there.
Well, Brian Cage he got extended by AEW, so they're giving him some time.
He should have left. Go back to Impact.
TNA.
Yeah, what was when he won the
It was Impact when he was there.
When he won the Impact World Title, who was the asshole that put him over but not put him over?
Austin Aries.
Yeah,
he's a douche. That guy. Wow.
Obviously,
he's the worst.
You don't even see him in wrestling anymore.
You know where Brian Cage would be a good fit?
Lucha Underground, like he was.
Global Force Wrestling.
Hey, Cody Rhodes was world champ there.
Go sell some gold bars, Brian.
No, I'm saying current GFW. Non-existent.
Just the website.
Yes, that's where he needs to be. Their website.
Hell, send him over to Warsaw, the little FWF.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Have him put the guy named Rip Ryerson Jr. through a table. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Senior.
I might like the guy if he did that.
Yeah. Junior needs beat.
Just saying. If he put you through a table, I could maybe cheer for him a little bit.
No.
Would you let him do it, Paul?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, you're thinking about it.
I'm up for anything.
So if it's not Brian Cage, are you up for a table bump?
If it's somebody who knows how to do it properly, yes.
That's fair.
Me?
God.
Rip Ryerson Jr. versus the Shep with Tanner Lee as special guest referee.
I'm game.
Whoa. That was both of us, Shep.
You got that too?
Yeah.
Somebody hit a pole.
Somebody hit a pole because it got really dim really quick.
Yeah,
it started storming up here just a few minutes ago. So
it got dim here too, but not as dim as it did on your screen.
I got Disco Inferno behind me on my screen. That's pretty dim in anybody's world.
I'd jump off a cliff if that was son of a bitch.
Oh my God.
Closest storm to us is in Logan Sport, so it wasn't a storm.
It wasn't a storm.
Well, after the match, get back to Dynamite here. After the match,
is that what we're doing?
Swerve grabbed 2 chairs from the ring, cracked one across Brian Cage's spine. He was going to go for the chair. Wow.
Concerto?
Woo, words are hard. But Christian Cage music hits. He appears alongside Mama Wayne. Swerve looks to, like I said, finish the job. But Nick Wayne appears. Low blows Swerve. Kill switch. Not too far behind. Nick then grabs a picture of Swerve and his daughters and cracks it across Swerve's head. Christian then grabs a mic, tells Swerve he's embarrassed Nick when he attacked him in Everett, Washington last year. This was in Washington, I should say. So big pop for Swerve, of course, because he's from there. He says he's now forced to embarrass Swerve and then rubs the picture of Swerve and his daughters and his blood. Christian tells Swerve he's taking his blood this week, and at Double or Nothing, he's taking his world championship. I like this angle, and man, he got cut pretty good right above the eye.
Which
it was squirting.
Which brings me to the question I have for you two, because I've seen this debate all over the internet. Do you think AEW is getting too much into having color every week on TV? Do you think they need to back off a little bit, or do you think they're doing just fine?
I'm okay with it, but I can understand where there is such thing as too much, too often.
I think we lost Shep.
That's a weekly occurrence anymore. I lost him 3 times last week with his internet connection. So he'll be back.
He will.
What's your thought on it, Paul?
I think if it's done correctly and it's not an overabundance, it's fine. Like with Swerve, it was fine. It fit the storyline. But to, the hook thing, maybe he didn't mean to draw blood, but he did. But I think, again, if it's done correctly and it's done to better the storyline, it's fine.
Yeah. Modern said if it was Mox, I'd say yes, but the blood isn't necessarily every week. Yeah, there was a point where Mox was literally bleeding every single episode.
Oh, yeah.
Of Dynamite and Collision. So,
yeah.
Which, speaking of Mox, he sat down on Hey EW with RJ City. It came out today. Take 20 minutes and watch it. Absolutely fantastic. RJ City's hilarious anyways with these episodes. This one, I think, takes the cake because it's John Moxley and he just doesn't care. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So, we got a women's match. We're back to like one women's match again. How we're in a nice groove of 2 and Tony's back to doing 1. Tony Storm versus Harley Cameron.
This all started when the EVPs took over.
That is true. I respect the EVPs, though, but I don't like this decision.
Yeah.
Okay. But this match was fun on the eyes on television. Tony Storm versus Harley Cameron, which I think Harley Cameron's got potential in the ring. I really do. I think she's getting better. For a while there, I wasn't so sure if she was going to have any in-ring skills, but I think she's getting better every opportunity she gets, and we'll see her again this week. It's her and Saraya are in a tag match against... Is it against? Yeah, I'm not sure who's against.
Is it against Tony and?
Is it against Tony and Mariah, or is Serena Deeb involved?
Oh man,
I saw it, but I don't remember. I saw it earlier today.
Yeah, I'll go see if I can pull it up real quick.
That's a good point, Majin. At least Double or Nothing has multiple women's matches on the card, as it should, because every title, in my opinion, always needs defended on the pay-per-views, and we are getting that this time. But Tony Storm won. No surprise there with Storm Zero, but it was fine. It was fine. I mean, we did get a contract signing that I'll get to in a little bit, but that wasn't a match. I thought we had a really good backstage promo here between Roderick Strong and Will Ospreay. These guys were fired up. Talk about some past history between the two. I saw some people even compare it to like a Hangman Punk style, but not that crazy, I guess. Like,
right.
Taking shots at each other, but it was pretty intense. It was
Storm
pretty intense,
and Mariah.
Storm Mariah, okay. Which that doesn't surprise me because Mariah May gets more TV time than any woman on the roster, and she's very good, so I'm not going to complain. So, but what do you think of Ospreay, Roderick Strong? It personally got me a little more invested in this international title match.
Oh yeah, it was a fantastic promo. Strong has gotten better on the microphone. You know, when he first started this whole heel run, he was not good. I couldn't stand him on the microphone. His voice annoyed me. Of course, most of it was Adam, and that was about all he did. But as it's gone on longer, he's gotten better on the microphone, and it showed in this promo.
Yeah, I did. I agree. I like the passion. Like I said, I'm not going to say it. We were too close to our prediction show next week, so I'm not going to say it. But I'm sure what I was going to say you would agree with, but I'm not.
Yes.
Not putting my cards out there. Not just because it's Double or Nothing. I just never like to put my chips and my cards out there too early. So
DDP's behind you.
Bang.
Bang.
I didn't have the leg kick. Bang.
Thigh slap. Super indie move.
Yes, and for everybody watching live on Facebook, X, or YouTube, Shep is having some internet and just overall problems. It looked like his internet and cable both went out. So hopefully we'll get him back in due time for the pod, because I really want his thoughts on the main event of Dynamite. But we'll see. But
there was can ramble on in case he gives us an update.
We do have more shows to cover too besides Dynamite. Yeah. So contract signing: Will Nightingale, Mercedes Moné for the TBS Championship match, and Shep's back. Perfect.
I'm back.
Perfect. He's back. Better than ever.
Should have had a black shirt on. You could have been I'm back in black.
Glad you got the race on, because Steffi says it's a good one that you're missing.
I'm not missing it. I see it right over my shoulder.
Well, I know you lost cable there for a minute, so.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
It just came back on.
Yeah. So we are talking about the contract signing between Mercedes and Willow for the TBS Championship, and it's interesting reaction from the crowd. Willow definitely way more over with this crowd in Washington than Mercedes was.
I'm getting a little nervous about Mercedes, boys, because if she goes in the ring right now and shits the bed, that's going to be a big uh-oh. Big uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
And Willow right now has proven herself. I mean, you're paying Willow, I'm just using this small terms, you're paying her $20 a match. You're paying Mercedes $1,000 a match. And right now, Willow's going to produce way more than Mercedes.
Yeah. Willow brought some fire, too, to this contract signing. I liked it. Because, Mercedes was saying this is all about her legacy, it's about winning, signing a contract. She wants to be there's a difference between being a great champion, greatest of all time. Called herself the new face of TBS. Brought up that Willow's career highlights defeating her. Willow says the last time they wrestled, she walked away as a champion, while Monet didn't walk out at all. That caused Monet to slap Willow, but Willow responded by sending Monet crashing through the table. And that pin went to flying. That was on that table.
Wonder if somebody caught it.
You got to remember, Willow did not hurt Mercedes. Mercedes hurt herself.
Right. But it's good for the story.
It is good for the story, but I don't know how much you can harp on that, because look, guys, if we know the history of Mercedes and Willow because we watched New Japan Wrestling 6 months ago, we're not idiots. We're gonna understand this. So you can't say Willow hurt her.
Right.
Mercedes did it herself, but
I'm interested for our prediction show next week for this match. I'm very interested to see what direction you guys go.
Oh, I already got mine picked out.
I did too. I'm not telling you. I mean,
no, because the women's match usually costs me, right?
Yep.
Every time.
Except last time it was a learning tree. Cost you.
Yeah.
Or hook cost you. Either way you look at it. So
I picked a perfect card.
I did pick a perfect card. That's kind of my MO anymore. So,
I picked a perfect card.
Hey, John was a fan. He said, Willow planted her. What a segment. John looks a lot familiar, like our buddy Pluggo.
Well, guys got 2 Twitter handles or what?
Facebook.
I don't have that's the book they call Face. I don't have that shit.
All right, Broken Matt.
Yeah.
Broken
Shep.
Yeah.
Modern said, I'm sorry, but Willow can't lose the title. I get it. It's Mercedes' debut match, but Willow has not only been doing the work, but she's improving a ton as well. She's over. Mercedes is anything but. Pretty good points there by Modern.
Pretty good points. Makes Paul pick her now.
There could be some big points on that match next week on our prediction show, which we haven't 100% decided, but I think we're leaning towards changing our night for next week's pod, potentially doing a Saturday night live show after Collision for the Double or Nothing predictions.
Yeah,
I'm good with that. We'll see. So, okay.
Yeah,
it is a 3-day weekend.
That'll work well for me.
Oh, boy.
Wait. All right.
Stay tuned to the KOP socials for official.
Yeah. Chavo.
You just stay tuned to the book they call Face. And
that is not Chavo, Paul.
That is like not Chavo. That is the biggest Mexican in the world if you think that's Chavo. That is a 6'7" Mexican. Come on, Paul.
When I first looked for a brief second, I said Chavo.
It did look like Chavo a little bit, but
it was from here up is all I saw.
Who the hell is that?
That's Big Bubba.
Oh, good Lord.
No. See, Steffi's got my back here.
Big Bubba. That's the big boss man,
Somebody
right?
has to.
Yeah, somebody's got my back, because it definitely ain't you fools.
Stevie Ray. He was.
Did anybody
remember when
get that?
he led?
Did anybody get that? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
He was a leader at NWO one time. Boy,
I think he's back in jail.
Is he?
I don't know. Is he really Booker T's real brother?
Yeah.
Scott
Fire
Norton.
and Ice. My God.
Is that Scott Norton?
Yeah, Fire and Ice.
Scott Norton was a stud.
Man,
who's that guy?
I don't know. WCW 96 was something. And this was before the NWO, so yeah. All right, the main event time on Dynamite. Kazuchika Okada defending his Continental Championship against Dax the Axe Harwood. And I'm glad Shep's back because I wanted his opinion on this match.
It needed another 5 minutes.
He got a big time overrun, but Shep wasn't pleased.
No. I think in another 5 minutes it could have been. It was a great match.
It was a good match.
It was a great match. The reason I said that is I saw a lot of bullshit on Twitter people bitching about this match. No story, no history. How do you put these guys together all of a sudden?
Do they not realize they're telling a story to lead up to the Double or Nothing match?
Yeah, no. People bitched about this. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But you know what? I would take this match on any pay-per-view, any week, any month, all day long.
I am shocked. I knew Okada was one of the best wrestlers in the world, from the little I watched him in New Japan. But I am shocked how fast he has caught on to America's version of pro wrestling on television. Like, he always knows where the camera is.
Mm-hmm.
He's really good.
Mm-hmm.
He's really
Absolutely.
good.
Both these guys are great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, Dax doesn't get singles wins hardly ever, but he always brings it though when he gets the chance. So Cash Wheeler, by the way, charges dropped against Cash.
Not guilty. Not guilty.
Yeah, they were giving that chant after Dynamite the other night. So he's not guilty.
Is there another guy in professional wrestling that is more passionate than Dax?
I don't think so. Not active.
Not active. I mean, I look at like Ospreay. Ospreay loves professional wrestling, right? Like he lives it. He breathes it. Bruh.
Bruv.
Mate. You know the other word those guys use a lot that we can't use here in the States.
Yes.
Yes. There's a comedian I follow over in Europe, and he's a fucking hilarious, and he says that word a lot. And I'm just waiting for Ospreay to let it slip. We can't say it here in the States. Anyways.
I mean, you can. You're just going to get a lot of backlash for it.
Wanker. No, it's not wanker. It starts with a C. Actually, I have a really, really close friend. He's Australian, and he drives sprint cars. And he lived here in the lovely town of Rochester for about 2.5 years. And we're sitting at the Dam, which you guys know what restaurant that is. It's our local lake bar. And we're having some beers and spirits because we think of mixed drinks as normal here, right? But they call them spirits over there because they're so expensive. Anyways, we get him 5, 6, 7 drinks deep, and he calls one of our buddies a C word right in the middle of the restaurant. We're like, no, whoa, you can't say that. He's like, no, yeah, I can say that. I'm like, no. And his wife flew over at the time. And she's like, oh, no, it's okay. They say it all the time. I'm like, yeah, you can't say that here. So we kind of joking around, laughing, like, all right. About 20 minutes later, he drops it again. I'm like, you can't say that. Like, look, we're drunk. We're having a good time. You can't say that word. So Australians, Europeans, New Zealanders, they use that word a little more freely than we do.
Yes.
So,
but also remember, Europeans have a word for cigarettes that you can't say over here either. It has a whole different meaning.
Cigarettes. I would love to hear that. This is new to me, Paul. So educate me, please.
Well, if somebody in England or the United Kingdom or anything is going to go out for a cigarette, they're not going to go out and have a cigarette. They're going to go out and have a fag.
Oh, you know what? I've heard that. You're right. You're right. I've heard that.
Yeah, you can't exactly say
you can't say that.
There was a guy I follow on TikTok who came over to America, and he was just so shocked at the difference.
Paul, Tanner muted himself because you said that.
Yeah, I know. He's doing something. I don't know. The wife's probably yelling at him or something.
Yeah, he's looking up fucking.
It's 10-2.
He's looking up fucking Scott Steiner porn on his phone. And just 1, 2, 4, 6, 9, 7. It sums.
If we were to go one-on-one, it'd be a 50-50 chance, but I already have a 75% chance.
I'm the big booty daddy.
Oh, and this dude's leading us, so literally we're free to do whatever we want until he starts talking again.
We can make fun of him.
Yes. And the best part is he's right there listening. He's not saying anything, but he's listening.
We should make fun of Tanner. Tanner's our leader. Tanner's here every week. I think.
Does that make him Hogan?
Are you? Wow, that gave me so many comments.
If you're not watching this live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, you just missed the best look you could have ever seen come from Tanner. And if looks could kill, I would be dead right now.
So is your best friend Bubba the Love Sponge, Tanner?
I'm working on something good for the sake of the podcast. It's not coming to fruition, but I'm working on it. I'm not giving up. So that was Dynamite, because then we saw Darby come in and all hell broke loose. They all beat each other up. And,
yes, that was Dynamite.
Yep.
Steiner Math, Hogan,
I'm not looking up Steiner Math. I'm looking up something that's going to be funny for the podcast, but it's just not working right now.
It's not working.
But Collision, fun opener for Collision. Bruv, Will Ospreay versus Shane Taylor.
I lost my pen.
You know how big of a fan I am of Ospreay.
Mm-hmm.
I and you know I don't like big versus small, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I like the match, and I was getting behind it, and then towards the end, I'm like, I don't like the match. And it was because of Shane Taylor. It has nothing to do with Will. Will's awesome. $1 million. I just can't get behind Shane Taylor. I really can't.
I've never gotten behind Shane Taylor. I've tried.
Well, it's good because if you got behind him, we can't see you, Paul. Sorry, that's mean. I shouldn't have said that.
Went to the liquor store. I loaded up with alcohol, more specifically vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila.
What?
I was just going to sit around.
What are you trying to?
Majin brought it up in the comments, and I wanted to go find exactly what Stone Cold did. That was the promo he cut backstage with the coach, your boy, the coach. By the way,
coach
in a dry county. They were in a dry county that night. So,
Coach and I are boys.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The coach.
I thought maybe you were doing one of those AI voice translator things, and you were going to type it in as Austin Shepard did it.
No. The coach, he can go choke on some fucking wings down there in Florida and his fucking key lime pie, you little bitch. Anyways, go ahead.
All righty.
There's your new YouTube short.
I
don't think that one go over well.
No, actually, the coach and I need to hook up. I need to do the coaches. Coach does a weekly show, and I'm working on being on that. By the way,
only if you can. You gotta wear something KOP related. That's the rules.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. Which you can buy your KOP merch at kickingoutshop.com.
I do that at the end of the program.
New ending this week, Paul.
Dick. Oh, great. Oh, wait. Yeah, that means I don't have to ramble it off anymore.
No, I don't have anything pre-recorded.
Fucking Joey Logano just won $1 million.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good at driving fast and turn left.
No, he's not. He is the biggest Poindexter that I've ever seen in my life.
I feel like I just root for guys you don't like, Shep, because when
you root for Logano too.
I was real into NASCAR because I was a big Dale Jr. guy. But when Logano used to be the number 20 Home Depot car, I had a Logano shirt.
Oh my God. What's this? What is this?
Pluggo.
What?
You think that's his government name? Earlier, he also got on his other Facebook, John, and commented.
Yeah. Are you in the
Pluggo,
witness?
I think
Pluggo,
Shep wants to know how you got the name.
Are you in the witness protection program? I think so.
You guys would have had a good time at Dynamite.
You would.
But,
Yeah. Unfortunately, my whole family fell down sick, and
it was all your fault.
It was all my fault. It was. I got sick before, and then they all got sick after, and yeah, it's always my fault.
So I didn't understand this last night. Maybe I missed it, but Hook was supposed to go against Big Bill, wasn't he? And then all of a sudden he went against Johnny TV instead last night.
I watched him with Johnny TV, but I never saw anything with Big Bill.
Well, on Wednesday night, they said he was going to go against Big Bill on Collision.
I missed
and
that.
then it was Johnny TV, and then it turned into this. But it was probably, maybe they changed it after the backstage with Shibata Joe and Hook. Maybe that little angle on Wednesday, because all of a sudden it was Shane Taylor has a match, Shibata has a match, Hook has a match. The winners of these matches are going to have a three-way match on Dynamite. Winner of that's going to face Jericho. So, I don't know. It's kind of all over the place.
Correct.
Logan said, yes, I am. I almost lost it jumping on this podcast, LOL. So there you go. He is in
and you were on TV.
Program. What?
He was on TV too.
Who?
Pluggo.
Pluggo was on TV?
Yeah.
They let Canadians get on TV?
Pluggo's not Canadian. He's
Canadian. He's a Hoosier.
He's from South Bend. My God.
Oh, I forget.
Majin's the Canadian.
Oh, Majin's the Canadian. The Canucks.
And Steffi's from North Carolina. Why we're at it? Because you're going to say she's Canadian too.
Well, she wears Canadian jerseys all the time in the fucking comments. Oh,
that's
God.
CM Punk.
He's wearing a Canadian jersey.
He's wearing a Blackhawks jersey. God, Jesus. Oh, my God. We have done a lot of episodes of KOP, but this one's more off the rails than I think anyone has ever done.
It's your fault, too.
It's the Round Tour's fault.
I think they just get more and more off
Pluggo's from Indiana?
Yes.
Hell yeah, Pluggo. Let's be Hoosiers, man. We got the Pacers in the finals, right? It's the month of May. Let's go.
He took your seat for Dynamite.
Oh, he did, didn't he? That's right, he did. Hey, Pluggo, you owe me a beer, bitch. Oh, this is great. I'm from Winnipeg. Yeah, fuck the Jets. They suck. See, I did live in Canada. I knew it. See, I'm not that big of an idiot, Tanner. Well, you should, because you lived in Canada. I'm flying from Canada for random Dynamite. Good. Hey, thanks, Pluggo. Thanks for explaining that to me, by the way.
Look, Pluggo does work for a Canadian wrestling promotion. Love Wrestling. So
I think that's probably
where Shep
got confused.
You're just no, Paul. Don't give him the benefit of the doubt. There you go, Shep. Pluggo said if you can tell him what city he's from, he'll buy you a beer.
Hint, we've already said it.
Yeah, we already said it during this podcast.
Like 3 times.
I did.
Elkhart.
You're close, but no.
Granger.
You're close.
South Bend. Mishawaka.
There you go.
That's all. That all blends together, man.
Oh my God!
You still owe me a beer. I'll take it. Cold and wet. Pluggo.
Respect your EVPs, Logan.
Yeah, Logan. If you get comedy, you gotta respect your
That's
EVPs.
true. Hey, Pluggo, were you ever at the South Bend shows for
Yes, he was. Warrior. Yes, he
Warrior
was.
Wrestling?
Yes, he was. I know he was for a fact. We talked about him between two beards. Glad to know you support your co-host on when I make appearances on different things, Shep. Thanks.
He didn't even know.
What? What are you talking
See?
about?
He didn't even know. Tanner was between two beards. It's a podcast.
Pluggo and his co-host JPJ.
I mean, wait a minute,
are-
guys.
are-
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
they're-
whoa.
they're on
Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want I'm just saying. Like, Tanner, I love you. I thought you were married. I thought you had a nice, really good wife. And I just.
You wouldn't know. You weren't at her wedding either.
No. Well, that's my wife's fault, by the way.
All right.
She's not here. She's not here to defend herself, by the way. So
make that a clip and put it on YouTube and tag her.
He said he's been to Warriors all over South.
All right. Anyways, I've been to the two Warrior Wrestling shows at the Bendix Arena, and great shows, great venue. So,
you know, here's the best thing. All right, I've met Pluggo once. I bet you Pluggo will come to an FWF show before Tanner Lee does.
Whoa.
Ooh, okay.
Shots fired.
All right.
And then Shep just walks away. No explanation. He's just gone.
He doesn't even. Yep.
I'll send you the schedule, Pluggo.
Here he's back. His entrance.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
All right, so I'm running down Collision real quick. So Hook won. He beat Johnny TV. Shibata beat Rocky Romero, and we saw Brian Keith beat Boulder. We knew that all three of these guys were going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Shep and I were talking when you went away for a bit, Paul. That was it Hook supposed to go against Big Bill, and then all of a sudden this became a 3 matches. The winners face each other in a 3-way match on Dynamite, and the winner is going to face Jericho. Like, what are we doing?
I thought something was said about. I was listening when I went away. Don't worry,
okay.
I always listen. But no, I thought it was supposed to be that way.
Sorry, Shep was making a funny face. I don't know. It just I don't know.
Shep's still trying to get over the fact that I said something about you being between two beings.
Tanner being in between.
Yeah, can we get okay? We're going back to that. We're going back to that. All right, Shep. So
he was
Pluggo,
on a podcast.
No, I get it. I watch. I see the guys. Look, I see it.
They do a good job. Yes,
but it's funny. No, they do a great job. Yeah. I've listened to like 4 or 5 episodes actually.
But that night it was between 1.5 beards, as their audience was calling it, because I don't have too much.
But it's just funny that Tanner is in the middle of 2 beards. Like we could take that down a rabbit hole, right?
Could.
I mean, we won't because we're all mature. We're all mature here, and we're not going to say that stuff. So
69. So got him.
Hey, real quick, shout out to the head of the House of Black. It's Malachi Black's birthday.
Yes, it is. And rest in peace. Shout out to Andre the Giant. It's his birthday too today.
Oh, boss man.
And
he called everybody boss man, and he loved to drink wine and beer.
And shout out to one of the best wrestling podcasters out there, Chris Van Vliet. It's his birthday as well today. It's a good day for wrestling birthdays.
You like that guy?
I do like Chris Van Vliet. I think
like
he does
that
a
guy.
Fantastic job.
You like that guy? Yeah, he's okay.
But don't tell Kane it's May 19th. Once again, I'm saying that once again. He doesn't like this day.
Majin, they said 69. Put your ears this way.
Oh, it's Blue Meanie's birthday too. What a day! What a day for
Blue Meanie was a legend.
What a day!
BWO.
Yes.
Yeah, I liked Meanie. I wasn't a Stevie Richards guy though. That was just me though.
Stevie Richards, he's big into the old DDP yoga. The yoga. Ah! I'm trying to touch my foot.
I've done some DDP. I've done some DDP yoga before.
I got it.
I have too.
Oh my god! I about fell off my ass.
Oh, I wish you would have. That would have been the best KLP clip of all time.
Yeah. You guys, you guys both done DDP yoga?
Yeah, I still have the app on my phone. Yeah, I've done it for.
I did.
Really?
It's good stuff. There's
is.
different
It
levels
is.
you can set up like for your own difficulty that you want. Yeah, it's good stuff.
I don't think I'd look good in yoga pants.
You don't have to wear yoga
Jesus
pants.
Lord, that was an image I never wanted in my head.
There's
Wow.
two things. Hey, there's two things in the world that doesn't lie. You hear this story, right? Yoga pants and little kids. They don't lie.
I'll stop. I'll stop. I can say some things. I'll stop. Well, it was Logan's birthday last week. Yes, Logan. We know I gave you a shout out on the pod last week. Hope you had a good birthday, bud. And you got to respect your EVPs though. So if not this year, maybe next year for your big 1-3. So
Or it'll be more chops.
ooh. Orange Cassidy. He went over Isaiah Cassidy. Cassidy against Cassidy. Pretty good match. It went a long ways. We saw Trent Beretta in the first row. He challenged Cassidy to a straight up wrestling match at Double or Nothing. Cassidy responded by snatching him over the barricade. So we're getting a tag team match this week. Did I see this correctly? It was Trent and Roderick versus Will and Orange. Did I see that correctly?
Oh, you're gonna go make me find it.
Yeah, I am.
I think you're correct.
That's gonna be a fun match. I like that.
So, the Kentucky gentleman, he's done, right?
It sounds like he's probably done for his career, unfortunately. Yeah.
And is it ankle injury or knee injury?
Yeah, ankle. Yeah, must be pretty bad.
Just done.
Yes, you saw that. Orange Cassidy, Will Ospreay take on Trent Beretta and Roderick Strong.
Yeah, I'm all for that. It's gonna be fun. We saw Serena Deeb go over Anna Jay. No, Majin's not gonna be happy about that because not only does Majin not really like Serena that much, but he likes himself some Anna Jay, and all she does is take L's.
Yeah, she does.
I mean, it is. But
yeah, very disappointing.
we saw Luther steal Deeb's flag. We saw Mariah May come out to help Luther hold the flag. Tony Storm stood behind the flag and disrobed. May and Luther wrapped her up on the flag. She started to come down the ramp, and she ran away when Deeb came towards her. So there you go.
Yeah.
Logan says, bruv. Oh, sorry, Majin. Sorry. I must have got you confused with somebody else. Apologize.
I like Serena too, man. So
Yes, Tony Storm did strip down. Steffi's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Not Attitude Era style, but
no.
Attitude Era, you had lights behind it, so all you saw was the shadow. And
Yeah. Majin loved Tony's promo towards Deeb and Anna too. Yeah, Tony's hitting on all nails right now.
she is. She's doing very well.
Tony is the most entertaining female talent in professional wrestling right now.
Go to bed, Logan.
Go to bed, Logan.
Heard it from your father there. Steps. Wow. Shep's former stepson, Nick Wayne, took on Jack Cartwheel. Where do we get some of these names?
I don't know, but
Cartwheel.
Jack Cartwheel.
Well,
Cartwheel.
if you guys watch a little GCW, Jack Cartwheel's been around for a while.
Okay.
And, he's been on TNA a lot too. So
Okay. I was not familiar with him, so see, there we go.
yeah.
Shep's a walking encyclopedia for wrestling knowledge.
I'm a walking.
Nick Wayne went over, but you're walking
Well, yeah.
something. But glad Nick Wayne went over. I was just thinking, like, we hadn't seen Nick Wayne in a match in a while. So.
We hadn't, and afterwards, me and Nick and Mama Wayne went and had Pizza Hut together. Great buffet.
They do have a hell of a buffet.
Must have been in Manchester.
Fort Wayne's got pizza buffet Wednesdays.
It's wherever Mama
But this
Wayne
wasn't
wanted to
Wednesday. This
go.
was Saturday. So,
Yeah.
What a gentleman. You're a very gentleman. Majin said, let's see. She talked about punching someone's box. She mentioned her own ovaries, her busy. What else? I'm loving timeless Tony Storm.
Oh, what a great promo. Yes. Awesome.
Logan, I am watching WCW Slamboree from 1996 on the Peacock. It happened on this day, May 19th in 1996. So that's why I picked it. So
Don't tell Kane it's May 19th.
yeah, one of these days, Logan, you'll have to tell your dad or just let me know on here what I should put up on TV behind me, and I will. So
Don't encourage him.
yeah, he's a big KLP fan, so he's got to respect his EVPs, but
Yeah.
he'll learn.
Yeah. Don't encourage him until he respects his
He'll
EVPs.
learn.
Then he
He'll
can
learn.
pick what you watch.
He'll learn. Main event, man, what a week for FTR. Dax gets the main event on Dynamite, and then FTR gets the main event on Collision with Danielson against Lance Archer and the Righteous. Long match, physical match. Of course, Team AEW gets the win, but after the match, the Righteous and Archer take care of FTR, and Daniel Garcia made the save before finally being joined by Danielson.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like Archer in this spot. I don't feel like you should give him this moment when we haven't seen him in 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been on record how I feel with how they book Lance Archer. Hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
But well, glad Logan's starting to respect the MVPs a little bit. So we're getting there. We're getting there. But yeah, Collision, good show. I didn't think it was near as good as Dynamite though this week,
No.
my opinion.
No.
And then Rampage after that, pretty much your typical Rampage. We got Kyle O'Reilly went over Lee Moriarty. We had Roosh against
Future of the company right there.
Cody Chun, I believe.
Brody Chung.
Cody Chun.
Brody Chung.
Cody.
Cody Chun.
Oh,
CHH.
Cody Chung.
Jesus.
And then he hit the whole Stardust thing too. Don't worry.
Oh. That was a good ball.
That was
a good
pretty
ball.
good.
That was pretty good, Paul.
Paul's a
That's
big
pretty good.
Stardust guy back in the day.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
We saw Deanna Peraza take on Robin Renegade. Deanna won. She's Miss Rampage anymore.
Yes.
Who? Robin Renegade?
Well, Deanna Peraza, but
Oh, okay.
Robin's on there quite a bit too.
Oh, the old double R, baby.
But we saw her and Thunder go at it against. They got to be a pre-show match, right, for next week. Right.
Well, I don't know.
Probably.
You think pre-show?
Or are you gonna put 3 women's matches on the main card? That'd be a first.
Please?
I wouldn't be opposed, but that'd be a first.
I mean, they're gonna go 3 or 4 hours, so they might as well, right?
That's true. And Modern says not just Archer. Oh, that's just hot and cold, hot and cold. It's every bigger guy they have. Start, stop, hot and cold, hot. Yeah, very correct there. I don't. That's why if I'm a big guy and I'm a free agent, I probably don't go to AEW. Just being honest.
I gotta watch Rampage a little more closely because obviously Tanner makes fun of these guys who botches their name. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to hold me accountable. So.
That's right.
Well, your boy was in the main event of Rampage, Brian Cage, and he got the W over Anthony Bowens. Nice to see Bowens in singles action.
Not really.
He came up. He came up short. I think Anthony Bowens got a lot more potential than Caster. I used to be the opposite. But.
No, I don't. I think it's still Caster, and it's just because Caster's more well-rounded because he can talk. In 6 months ago, I was all over the Acclaimed, right? I think if you go 6 months ago on this episode, I was just loving those dudes. Could give two shits for them right now.
Yeah.
They've run their course.
Yeah, they've lost their momentum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's one thing I forgot earlier. Also on Collision, we saw the Bang Bang Gang attack Pac. So setting up a trios match there, Double or Nothing, between Death Triangle and the Bang Bang Gang. So that'll be good. That'll be a lot of good in-ring talent.
Yeah.
Thank you, Majin. Majin said Bones is the workhorse of the team. It's Bones for me too. But it's always been him for me. So, yeah. So that was AEW on TV
Majin,
in a nutshell.
I was going to say something, but I don't know you personally, so I'm going to behave myself.
That only took an hour and 41 minutes.
Yeah, I thought we went through it.
I think we did it. I think we did a hell of a job, guys.
Yeah, I think so too. We're getting better.
I think we're going to make it longer than Slamboree.
Maybe. I see. I'm trying to cut this anymore a little under 2 hours, if so, because the software you use, StreamYard, they will produce some shorts for us through AI. But I found out the hard way a few minutes ago, we went 2 hours and 1 minute, that if you go over 2 hours, it's too long. They won't do it.
Well, they suck.
Fuck those guys.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, it makes me work harder if we go over.
Oh, we don't want Tanner to work harder.
Well, let's wrap this thing up. Let's go with some ratings. Come on, boys.
Go right ahead, Shep.
Yep.
Oh,
Who's starting? Yeah. Show of the week.
I'll go Dynamite first. I enjoyed that show. Pretty good for me. I'm gonna go 7.4.
You know what? And I'm throwing one in this week, even though we're in the midst of wrapping this up. We're going show of the week. We're going superstar wrestler of the week and match of the week.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. It's Dynamite for me as well. I was gonna go 7.5, but that's too close to Shep, so we'll go 7.7.
Dynamite for me as well. Man, I don't want to go. I'm not going in the middle. That's dumb. Don't really want to be the high guy. I guess I'll go low.
Hey, wait. You don't want to be between two beards?
Jesus. I'll get why they never gonna give you an invite on their show. We're gonna have both those guys on our show one of these days. So you better behave yourself.
Yeah, hell yeah, we are.
Make sure you put him on both sides of him, so he is literally between two beards.
Yes. And Shep has no mic controls, so we're no admin controls. So I'll go 7.2. I thought it was a good show, but I can't be the high guy tonight. Can't go in the middle. So 7.2. I thought it was a good show though.
All right, we're gonna
rest of the week.
Rest of the week. Oh, the one, the only Dax the Axe Harwood. No,
Dax the ass.
30 Dick Slater's behind me on the television.
Dirty Dick Slater. Fucking legend.
Dax the Axe Harwood. All right, good pick.
I mean, come on, you guys. Did you guys even need to ask me that?
And it had been a while. Dax has been on TV a lot, and you haven't picked them every time.
I know. I've been trying to be like professional and be. I don't know. I watched all the shows and trying to be nice and fuck it. I'll be a mark. Dax is my boy.
Like it.
Okay. I'm gonna go with a gentleman who didn't wrestle, but I liked his segment. Christian Cage.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Okay. I can get on board with that.
I can't see you wearing a turtleneck, Paul.
No, you don't want to see that.
They need to get Nick Wayne in a turtleneck, though. In all seriousness.
No.
I turtleneck his mom, but that's okay.
Oh my God! Why did I not see that coming? I'm disappointed in myself. Oh boy. Man, this is a tough one for me this week. I have no idea who I'm going to pick.
Oh, there's a wide open choice up there. I feel like still.
There's a lot of good ones, but I'm gonna go Okada.
Okay, that was the second one, but yeah,
Who would have been your other choice?
Osprey. But
I pick him so often. I feel like
I do too.
You can pick him every week. I mean,
yeah.
All right. So, favorite match of the week. We'll start with Paul this time.
Oh,
You fucker! Don't you take my match, Paul?
I'm not. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Swerve's match on Dynamite.
Swerve and Brian Cage. All right.
Yes. I'm not a big Eliminator fan, but I enjoyed that match.
You don't think I was gonna pick the Eliminator match
No.
with Brian Cage?
You're
with
picking
Brian
a Dax.
Cage.
You're picking a Dax match. We know it.
He's got two choices.
I'm going Dax and Okada.
Yeah, that's easy.
I mean, come on.
Easy
Come on.
choice. Easy choice.
Which that is not a match we should see on free television on a Wednesday night.
No.
My opinion.
No story. No story. AEW doesn't tell stories.
Okay, Bischoff. You're about the same height as him. Do you take Taekwondo lessons too?
I did take Taekwondo for a year as a kid. I was a green belt.
You and Bischoff. You look a lot like Bischoff too. You know that? That's mean. I'm sorry, Tanner. I shouldn't have said that. I'm trying. I should be better at my age. I really should.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
Now you can't see me, so you can't say I look like Bischoff anymore.
Oh my god.
Favorite match.
Yeah, you still got to pick one, Bischoff.
Yeah. Watch it. God, I gotta go through the matches again. I can't remember. God, I don't remember. I'll go Osprey, Shane Taylor. I don't know. Shep took mine, so I wasn't prepared.
Yeah, I kind of blocked you there.
It's pretty sad though. I wasn't prepared, and I brought up the idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's AEW. Always in the news. The television upfronts were this week, so a lot of big TV news going on. No extension announced for Turner and AEW yet. They think talks are going to go into the summer, if not the fall. If I had to guess, though, they're going to get a nice extension. They're still going to be with TNT and TBS. I don't see them going anywhere. That's my prediction.
And,
I agree with you because I think they're losing the NBA.
Yeah, we talked about that before you came on. They got outbid by NBC, so I don't think they can afford to lose another one of their top programs.
Yeah.
And I think you shared it to our group, Tanner. It might have been you, Shep. I don't know. But all talks include a streaming deal with Max for
It's got to.
AEW.
We need a library so I can play AEW behind me every week. We need,
Go to Bleacher Report. You can replay everything you've bought.
We'll get through one match. We'll get through one match every week because it freezes so much.
Maybe it won't freeze so much on the replay.
Maybe not. That's one thing. I hate the navigation on Peacock, but it runs pretty good once you get it going.
Mm-hmm.
The old cock.
Peacock.
The old cock. What do you want? Who the hell is that behind you right now?
Oh, there's Pillman.
Is that Pillman?
That's Pillman. Yeah.
Is that Nick Patrick?
I don't think that is Pillman. Is it Pillman?
I think Pillman's in the shirt.
That looks like Hacksaw Jim Duggan in the blue.
It is Hacksaw.
It is, yeah. Yep.
How the hell do you get that confused with Pillman?
That was IRS.
No. There's a gentleman in jeans and a shirt that I said I think is Pillman.
Because remember, they've been doing this like round robin tournament thingy majiggy. And
yeah.
So we've seen most of these guys all night on the pay-per-view. The main event for this was two AEW guys, Sting and Paul White.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, doesn't sound good.
I don't want to watch it in AEW, and I don't want to watch it in WCW in '96 either.
That's back when Paul White did like moonsaults and drop kicks from the top rope and stuff.
I could do that.
Get the 2x4 out for Duggan.
All right.
Oh, this pay-per-view is terrible behind me.
That was a really bad pay-per-view.
It's really bad.
Or Tanner. Sorry.
That's all right.
I get you guys
I get you guys confused, Paul, Tanner,
Well,
Paul.
My pay-per-view is pretty good too. It's gray.
We're supporting KOP. Is that why? Shep.
Yeah. I get a big ass forehead. Sorry, I don't have a hat.
Well, you can't get these hats right now, anyways, because the site's done with hats. So the hats had to be pulled for now. You can get a shirt though.
I got shirts.
You get a pint glass for your drink of the night.
I should. Damn it.
Yeah. It's at kickingoutshop.com.
Yep.
Hey, you said something about a new outro this week.
I just said no. I was saying I didn't have anything planned. I would just said I stole all your materials. So.
Yeah, you did.
Majin, we used to be cool. Now we're just not. After that,
Paul Bischoff.
All right.
What?
And for that,
you didn't. He's calling whatever.
Oh, I get it now. I get it now.
He's agreeing with you, Shep.
Yes. I always like that Majin guy.
I'll get your back, Tanner. I'll be nice. Majin, it's always been Bowens for you because you want to go home with him.
You know what, though?
Wow.
Whoa, Paul.
Wow.
We have lines here, and you went over it.
You do every week, so I figured it was my turn.
Never. I never do that. Although I do like that we got Paul, and then you kind of do look like a little Bischoff.
Why? It's because my hair's going gray?
Well, you're a little short guy with black hair and beard. He kind of does. Right, Paul? Agree with me here.
I don't know. I don't see it.
Thanks.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Get in your fancy computer and pull up a picture of Bischoff right now. And you don't tell me that he doesn't look like a Bischoff.
Bischoff's got longer hair.
Not when he's wearing a hat.
Gray.
I don't know how to do that stuff. You guys know how to do that stuff.
I've just got the mouse pad.
Paul's looking at it. He's trying to you can't pull up a picture?
I could on my cell phone, but
the process is a little more than a one-step process to get a picture.
Yeah, it's not just a click.
Click. All right.
It might put us over that 2-hour mark.
We don't want to do that. Got to keep that AI shit going.
So
hey, they like us on the YouTube shorts. Keep it up, Shep. Right. You got great content for shorts.
That you
every
do.
week, especially tonight. I can't wait to see what AI picks out of this episode.
Oh man, I'm waiting for it. I'm ready.
Little bit. All right. Wrap it up, Paul.
I'm trying. Every time I go to, you start talking. Be sure to follow Kicking Out Podcast on all social media at Kicking Out Pod. Be sure to listen to the Kicking Out Podcast wherever it is you listen to your podcast. And if that happens to be Apple Podcasts, leave us that 5-star review because we are 5-star KOP. Be sure to check out KickingOutShop.com to get all of your Kicking Out Podcast merchandise. Support a great podcast and look fantastic doing so. Be sure to follow all of us on social media. Follow Austin at the Shep27, right?
I don't have my shit.
Yeah, okay. And follow Tanner Lee at TannerLee92. Mine has changed, so be sure to follow my new one. It's at Paul Zartman87. And with that, for Tanner Lee and Austin Shepard, I'm Paul Zartman. Join us again next week as we kick out yet another podcast.